Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Beans. That is what I'm going to call this particular playlist, my contribution to the Film Colossus YouTube channel. I'm going to have a few different themes I'm going after. Like, I want to have a whole series where I just focus on bad movies, movies that are classically considered bad, and showing you all the good qualities in them. But I did want to, I'm kind of easing my way into this because talking on camera has never been my extreme strong suit. Maybe you can already tell that, especially if you've watched any of Chris's videos because he's so good at this. But I figured this would be good to make a good episode 0, like introduction to what Cinema Beans is. Um, it actually was my first blog that I ever had. I had a blog early on here. You can see it called Cinema Beans, where I just wrote about movies. I became very infatuated by movies after watching the film Magnolia by Paul Thomas Anderson, and it was just a lifelong love affair after that. I've always and constantly watched new movies. I'm always writing about movies. Although I did get a little bit away from what Cinema Beans truly was just this bare bones, reflective, meditative look at movies and what my genuine reaction to them was. A lot of times on Film Colossus, we spend time exploring movies in a more like objective manner, as objective as you can be about movies and exploring movies. We're really trying to look at the mechanics of a movie and show you like how it works and how you can appreciate it more. And in doing that over the years, I've kind of gotten away from what Cinema Beans was, which is what is your emotional reaction to the movie? Like, who cares like what it's doing on an intricate level? As far as like mechanics and like how a narrative functions, like what does that mean to you? Like what does that say to you? What does it tell you about the world? How does it reflect your ideology and your psychology? And all that stuff is so interesting, and I got away from it. And so as we have started our ranking list over on Film Colossus, you can see here, let me get that a better view. We've started recording every single movie we watch and giving those kinds of reactions. Like, how did I feel about the movie? Like, where does it rank along these other movies I love or hate? It's been a really fun process, and it's kind of inspired me to get back into that zone, and balance the two and be more upfront and vulnerable about the movies I like and don't like. Because part of my process over the years, and you can read about this actually in the intro here if you go look at the article, I'll include a link down below, but part of my journey with movies over the years has been this fear of expressing how I really feel about movies, because I often like movies other people don't like. Like, Magnolia is my favorite movie ever, but my other favorite movie ever is Showgirls. And I love it so much because people hate it so much. There's something within me that drives me to like love a movie like that and root for the underdog. And I've just grown, I formed such an attachment with that movie because of those factors, because I have also felt like a bit of an outcast in my life. Like, I don't fit in, like, let alone my movie tastes, like other things I like or believe, other things I'm interested in, the way I am, the way I interact. None of that ever really fit in with like what was accepted by society, and I never really had a place. And that is something I've really worked on over the years, and I would say especially in the last year has been very huge for me in overcoming a lot of that and addressing trauma in my life and overcoming these obstacles I've placed in front of myself. And a huge obstacle for me has been, because movies are such an important part of my life, being more vulnerable about the movies I like and talking more openly about the movies I love, and trying to show people that there's more than meets the eye to a lot of stuff in both a good and bad way. Like, in this channel, you'll hear me defend movies like Showgirls and Alien vs. Predator, and you'll hear me complain about movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is a movie everybody loves, and Parasite, and movies I've always hated, like Argo. you know, it's I think I'm kind of a mixed bag when it comes to movies and my opinions on movies, and sometimes it can rub people the wrong way. And because of that, I've kind of shelled up and not fully been myself. But I've realized over the years that how much that hurts me and how much that limits my ability to be a fully realized individual and to fully embrace movies, to fully get everything I can out of movies. I have to fearlessly be myself and express how I feel about things. So that's what this channel is intended to do. Cinema Beans is a return to old form. What I used to be like, how I used to not really care about what people thought about my opinions, and to find something deeper, more emotional in a movie that we can extract and project against ourselves and think about and use that as fuel to deepen our relationships with movies. And hopefully in the process, you learn a bit more about me. You kind of come to realize who I am and like what I'm about ideologically and everything. By the way I explore movies, and maybe more importantly, I figure all that stuff out, because I'm not going to figure it out unless I write about it, unless I talk about it, unless I overcome this fear of getting in front of a camera and talking, because that's what I need to do. Like that's how I get to this next step. So that's Cinema Beans for you. I'm just going to be talking about movies very openly, very nakedly, and just I'll be wearing clothes, don't worry. And hopefully the production value doesn't bother you too much. Chris and I are, we're in the early stages of all this stuff. The lighting's obviously not great. This is the extent of what you see on the left side of the screen here. That's just the display window of what I have pulled up on my computer screen. That's all I'm really going to do for now anyway, until I can think of and or learn and or hire someone else to make better videos. But for now, this is what it is. I'm excited about it and nervous about it. More excited than nervous, though. I'm really committed to it. I want to do it. And I hope everyone enjoys it. And I hope ultimately it inspires you to be the same. Like, who cares what other people think about you? Half the time they're jerks. Only you can decide who you are. Like, you're truly your biggest obstacle, and overcoming yourself and taking that step that you need and finding that catharsis you need, like, that's what it's all about. So, okay, enough babbling from me. I'm going to end this video, and I might record my first movie review reflection thing. Okay, thanks for watching.